Earlier today, I had a complete, just, I don't know what you call it, brain overload, not meltdown, but just from preparing to cross an Atlantic, from my responsibilities as a homeschooling parent and the counselor portion of Avalon's college applications, and then coming to Martinique and then having to immediately, no rest, no nothing, fix the boat and then immediately fly back to France to pick up our visas and then come back and work and then immediately do a 4-day sail. And here we are. And my brain was just like, because tomorrow morning, I don't know what time it is now, 9-10 p.m. at night. Tomorrow morning, we leave the boat to go run our Galapagos group trip, which I'm super excited about because we haven't been able to run one in 2 years because of COVID. And it's a big part of our income, and that's been a real stressor. But here I am, and I just couldn't comprehend how much I had to do. I'm cleaning the toilet. We have a friend who's gonna come boat and cat sit, and I wanted to make the place beautiful for him. And I'm rambling, but I think that the realities, it's rainbows and unicorns and beautiful sun, but the reality for a lot of sailors is 10 o'clock at night trying to get their shit together because they have to go do something to make money, or they have to, something is going on with the boat, or there's a family issue or whatever. And
I think you're beating yourself up too much.
And I said to him, turn the camera on for this moment. And he was so kind. He was like, I think that you just need to have the space for yourself. And I think it's really important that what I said to him was, when we come back from the Galapagos trip, I need to go slow.
Life is a 12-round fight. You have your good rounds and you have your bad ones. But if you're confident enough in your skills, even if you're taking a beating, you lick your wounds and get back in the fight. For our family, once we started traveling full-time, we knew that we had stumbled upon something amazing, and we immediately wanted to share the life and the freedom that we had found. Enter the YouTube channel. But we knew that we wanted to take it to the next level, so we started worldtowning voyages. An idea that if you can't take off on your own full-time travel adventure, you can travel with us on a 100% immersive experience. We did our first trip to Morocco in December of 2019, and it was such a success that we sold out several additional trips for 2020. But COVID came in and gave us a huge black eye. We had to cancel everything. We added a couple more trips for 2021, but like a punch in the gut, we had to cancel those as well. But there was one trip that we did not cancel, the one that we called Too Good to Fail. It was to a place where we had lived for a year. It was to Quito, Ecuador, and then the Galapagos Islands. The rules of Ecuador were tight, but we knew that it was time to move forward. The world has been knocked down for such a long time, and it was time to get out and travel again. Our fight is to keep immersive cultural experiences alive. So we are thrilled to welcome back Worldtowning Voyages and this incredible group of travelers who will be with us as we connect with the world. Join us as we get back into world traveling mode as we make our way to Quito, Ecuador, with our group of like-hearted travelers who are ready to see the world in the crazy new world reality. Thank you to our patrons whose support make these episodes possible.
Feeling in my bones, I can feel it in my veins. Hands in the sky, I can feel the winds.
Welcome to Curacao International Airport. It seems like we've just arrived in this country. We're heading over to Ecuador at this moment. We're gonna go over to Quito. We're gonna hang out there for 2 or 3 days, but we're actually going on an even bigger adventure. We're going to the Galapagos Islands. I cannot wait. This is gonna be a trip of a lifetime.
I want to see if you get as excited about the Oreos I stuffed in the bag as the kids did.
Oh my gosh.
You're like,
Listen, this airport here in Curacao is the most expensive place on the planet. A big bag of Doritos, $13 US. This we bought at a grocery store yesterday. It's like $2.
I've seen enough to make something right and make up for what I've lost. I was down, but things are looking up.
So at this point, I'm on a mission. We're in a taxi cab. We, meaning me, are in a taxi cab, trying to get to the Artisan market here in the middle of town in Quito, Ecuador. Taxis in Ecuador, particularly here in Quito, are the best way to get around town. You can walk around, I guess, but for the most part, if you want to go from one part to the other part, several miles, you can do an Uber or you can do a taxi. This taxi I'm on right now, which is going to be a 15-20 minute cab ride, $2. $2. I kid you not. It just gives you the idea of how accessible this town is and how amazingly incredible this town is to sort of make it a home. We made this place home for a year and change, and it was remarkable. I sometimes wish we can come back here. But either way, right now I'm on my way to the Artisan market in town because we are getting ourselves some gifts for our patrons, for our guests who are going to be on this trip. And this is like the best part for me of the trip. Muchísimas gracias. Nos vemos. All right, and we're here. Always gotta check if I left anything behind because these taxis don't always come back for you. I miss this stuff so much.
Oh my gosh, I know, me too. These are for bread baskets. So put it like this, you put your bread in it, and then you wrap it around like this, much more gracefully than I'm doing. These are fabulous. I think we should get at least one of these for each basket. So far what I have from the grocery store is tostado, which is the little corn nuts, plantain chips, horchata tea.
You make it sound like we're getting corn nuts as if it's like bar stuff. It is, but it's like...
It's a very popular thing here. So I probably want to get like 3 or 4 other things to go along with it. 4, 5, 6. Did I do that right?
Yeah, your Spanish is really good.
Ah, yay! I was so good at that. Okay, let me check the colors I have. I like this one for us.
You want to get that for us? That'll serve us well on the boat.
You think so?
Yeah.
What would we put in it? Cheese?
I see screws, nuts, bolts.
Shackles?
Exactly.
I don't think we should get it.
Look at there. There's your tattoo twin.
So you guys, this tattoo right here, this one, was a belt like this that I bought at the market and had them create into a tattoo. Oh, cool, huh? Yeah, it's muy bien.
With all of the plans completed and the amenities set up for our guests, Will decided it was time to treat himself to one of his favorite activities in Ecuador, a shave. But this time they seem to have changed the formula a bit.
Here comes the final gusto.
Well, ask him how much it is.
¿Cuánto será por todo? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh, that hurts! Oh, that hurts!
Now it was time for the main event. We could not wait to meet our guests in person and start off with an opening that included a local expert who shared the culture and customs of the region. Now the next day we hit the ground running. You see, we had 2 days in mainland Ecuador before our flight to the Galapagos Islands. Our first day was to take us south where we would visit the equator.
So our first stop in this whole excursion is the center of the earth. Really, like the literal, like not center, like not molten lava, but we're at the equator right now.
First, welcome to the middle of the world. It is a very important spot because it is the only spot that is exactly on the line or on the equator, no? The equator, or this line, is also running in Colombia, Brazil, Africa, like Congo, Gabon, Uganda, Kenya, Sumatra, Borneo, yeah, in Indonesia, so many places. That's why the most common question when the people came here is, so why we have the name Ecuador or the middle of the world? But the main reason are the mountains that we have for our geography. Because only in this country, only in this place, you have these reference points, the Ranger Mountains. We have the Ranger Mountains in the east and also in the west. These reference points provide us a fixed points where we can track the apparent movements of the sun around the year and measure it. This kind of measure is not able to do in Colombia or Brazil because the equator is running on the Amazon, inside the jungle, yeah? Deserts, savannas in Africa, islands in Indonesia, cloud forest, rainforest, no?
But for us, being the curious ones that we are, we wanted actual proof that we were on the real equator. So we put it to the test. iPhone GPS versus ceremonial line.
Where does it come up on here? Oh, but it's not 0, 0.
Well, so we're testing right now the accuracy of his assertions, and we're using an iPhone to see if whether his high-tech gear is as good as it says.
Oh, let's see.
Who's more correct, the iPhone or the
Maybe I'm just not. Maybe I'm just not standing. Well,
I believe him. Listen, that thing's meant for like watching videos, not for calibrating
the phone's
the
off,
shape of the earth.
right? Thank goodness we didn't need this on our Atlantic crossing.
So go walk a little bit this way.
I think we better go faster, and we'll be here all day.
Right, stop, let it calibrate. There it goes south.
Oh, south! South!
There you go.
That was fun.
Not exactly on the line, but
Good enough.
Now, knowing that we had officially stepped on the equator, it was time to move on. Our next stop was Otavalo, which is home to the largest indigenous market in South America.
so now comes the main event, which is the shopping extravaganza. The hard part's gonna be deciding what fits on the boat, what doesn't fit on the boat, and what's gonna go to storage. Lucky for us, we have a transport system back to our storage unit back in the US because Jessica's parents are here. So we can actually buy more things than we need.
But we shouldn't.
But we shouldn't, but we might.
But we shouldn't.
I love you. This could
Okay.
go to your dorm room
Okay,
in
done.
college. So these are very special hats for me. While we were doing our Camino de Santiago, our 30-day, 40-day walk all across all of northern Spain, I wore a hat that I bought from here in Ecuador. Welcome to day 20. 20. Whoa, almost stepped on a snail right there. After a while, it got put into a bag and it got crushed.
Thank you.
And it became all nasty. It looked like a, I don't know, it didn't look like this anymore. So I'm gonna get myself a brand new one.
Yeah, but I don't
because
wear it in hot weather. I only wear a hat.
this one's too big. Because I don't know when I'm gonna be in this part of the world again. How's this fitting?
Looks nice.
That looks good on you.
Looks
Yeah.
a little wide brim though.
Either that or I can go like full on cowboy. I can go this guy.
No.
What?
Definitely not.
Look at this.
No,
No
no,
way.
this was way better.
I agree.
You want that better? All right.
Yeah.
The people of Otavalo are well known for their mastery of weaving. Here you can get incredible scarves, hats, sweaters, jewelry, and other handicrafts.
So this girl right here wants to, this woman,
Well, she's got a princess shirt on. It says princess. So it's fitting to call her a girl.
she wants to take a picture.
She wants to
with you
take a
guys.
picture with us with our bracelets.
So we've got photographer over here. Photographer. Sí, okay.
Strike a pose. Did she give you her phone, Will?
He's got the phone.
Okay. Oh, he was videoing. So are we looking at him or you?
No, him.
Okay, you ready?
I'm just getting I'm getting the after shots here. So now our job is to get something for the boat because clearly our nautical theme is, well, we're a little messy on
It's
board.
tired.
It's time to replace this stuff.
I think tired's the right word. Well, I bought 3 pillows for the couch. Out with the nautical, in with the culture. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be back at this market. This is, Will and I, this is our favorite market that we've ever visited in all of our travels. We are just really, really drawn to it and the colors and everything. And I'm,
You know, you're gonna upset a lot of people who we visited in other parts of the world when you say that.
oh, you're making me feel bad now.
Like Marrakesh.
Oh, I do love Marrakesh too, though.
You see?
So you're gonna say it, I'm gonna say, oh,
you can't really say that on camera.
it's true. Okay, I love everyone.
But there was one thing we felt we had to get. It's the type of thing that serves no purpose on a boat, but yet is perfect for unwanted guests.
What do you think?
Oh, look, I tried to get
Is it
him.
me?
Did you buy that?
Okay, so here's the thing.
So this is a ceremonial headdress that they wear for funerals, and it's all cross-cultural because it's got 12 horns on the top, which symbolizes the 12 seasons. That's 12 seasons. The 12 months. It also symbolizes 12 apostles. It symbolizes, like, there's the number 12 exists everywhere. It also has all the colors of the earth, of Mother Earth. So this right here, as much as it serves no purpose on the boat, it's going on the boat. That's perfect for night watches.
It is good. I could scare off pirates. It takes him an entire day. It's warm, and he only was charging $13.
We
For an
looked
entire
at him. We
day
looked at
of
him.
work.
I tried to get Largo to get it. I said, I'll buy it for you. He said, I won't wear it.
I don't know if we'll ever wear it, but I was like,
I'm so glad you bought that.
yeah. And the guy was there.
It's reversible?
The guy was, and the guy was there making it.
Yeah, and turn. Wow. Those are so cool.
Here's the thing about traveling with us. You will not get bored. The rest of day 1 included trying different fruit that can't be bought back home, and then taking a ride in the caldera of a semi-dormant volcano. In 2018, our family set off to Morocco for an 8-week trip that excited our minds and senses. We left the country with a feeling of fulfillment that we had never before experienced in any other location. In November 2019, we returned to this enchanting place with a group of 16 curious travelers, and now we want to do it again and take you with us. Join our Worldtowning Voyages community for 11 days of magic in Morocco. Together, we will become deeply immersed in this rich culture,
Explore the sights, savoring the taste and experiencing life up close and personal with the people who shape this warm and vibrant land. Our Morocco experience made us better travelers and opened our hearts in new and surprising ways. We are sure it will do the same for you. Space is limited, so don't delay. For information to sign up, check out the link below. We can't wait to show you Morocco, the world-towning voyage's way.
But then we were off to the next day, which was highlighted by a historical tour of Quito and what everyone was looking forward to, a cooking extravaganza.
So what is our plan today?
Our plan is, well, I'm going to give you the boring version. We are going to cook a local meal. He's going to give you the more exciting version, like we're going to go to the market.
So first we're walking to the market, to the central market. It's one of the oldest markets in Quito, and it's located in the historic center. We're gonna tour the market, see everything, what it has to offer, drink a little bit of juice, have some snacks, learn everything about the market, and then we will head to the venue for our cooking class. It's gonna be a great day.
The Central Market was something else. With 2 levels, you can get everything you need at affordable prices. Our philosophy with traveling full-time is to always go where the locals shop, and this is exactly that.
And this place has the most incredible fruit selections you can find. Tropical fruits that are grown here, indigenous. We're gonna go grab a fruit juice, a cup of blended smoothie of guanabara and mora, and this is so good. These are the reasons why we come to these places, because you cannot find something this great just in your normal stand, in your normal corner. You have to travel, and this is pretty cool here.
Tastes like a mix between strawberries, raspberries, and a bunch of other berries.
The cool thing about living on the equator is that we get all this year round. So it's not like sometimes we get this, sometimes this. No, everything is available year round, and everything is usually this ripe and this nice. Like all the vegetables are really good.
So the fruit you find here is absolutely colossally huge. Oh my gosh.
It is huge.
You have, check this out here. That's a melon. That looks pretty big, but that's also a melon. Show me, look at that. We have 2 different kinds of dragon fruit here. Here and here.
The avocados look like what we're used to. Quite recognizable. The strawberries. These are mora, which is their version of the blackberry.
Check out this massive star fruit here. Look at that. This is my hand. That's a star fruit. Have you ever seen like that? This is a papaya. I'm just giving you this for reference. I have a big hand, and that's a huge papaya.
And this is Jessica. So this pineapple right here, in Martinique, our pineapples were this big, and we probably paid 5 times as much. Look at this massive thing. It's good feed a family of 10 for like a month.
Quite frankly, when you're here, you just feel like you can eat fruit all day long. There's nothing better than having chirimoya, like all these crazy fruit that you never seen anywhere else on the planet.
And what happens when you're eating these fruits? I was just chatting with one of our group guests saying, she said it perfectly. She said, my mind and mouth are confused because I want to connect it with something else. Like it tastes like this that I know, but you can never do that with these fruits because they're so unique, right? They have their own taste.
My mind and mouth are confused because I want to eat right now, and we can't eat now. We have to keep walking. We gotta get going.
Interesting. These are the undeveloped eggs of the chicken, and you can actually buy these and then they're put into the soup. I'd never heard of that before, even when we lived here. I don't think I'm into that soup.
I'll be the first one to say
yeah. Then it was finally time to get to the part of the culture that makes everyone happy. Food, the one item that connects us all.
Wow.
There you go.
This is beautiful.
Ooh, this is beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
So this is a restaurant, hostel, and it's really beautiful. It's got an open air garden. Wow, this is fabulous.
All right, well, I found my retirement home.
Our plan was to make the full meal, the soup, appetizer, main course, and dessert. To do so, we split up into separate teams. We're deciding teams. Apparently the teens are doing one team.
So how's Team Teen?
It's the Team Dream Team. Wait, the Teen Dream Team. We're making a soup.
You know the name of the soup?
It is called Soup Soup.
It's a very soupy soup.
Potatoes, leeks, avocados, and that. And probably those two, I don't know.
We all got right to work, and there was a reason. It was already noon, and we were hungry. Avalon, you're peeling. Nietzsche's chopping. I'm worried. Nietzsche's knife is so sharp. The teams all got used to working in their groups, and it was clear that the roles were being defined right away.
There's only 2 people working.
Yes. I'm directing.
There you go.
Can you take a picture of me?
And then we get to the main event. The solo entrepreneur here who has no help because
I'm
refused to
helping.
help.
I'm helping. Listen, we've had so little to do. I think the entree isn't going to be much work. So I did cut. I cut a red pepper. I don't know where it went. I really did do something.
But as things progressed, the head chef kept a careful eye to make sure that everything was going right.
Vamos. Más rápido. Despacio. No lo aplasten, okay? Don't smash, okay?
The great part is that we all learned a few new things about cooking that we did not expect.
I chop onions at home, but I always kind of screw them up. I did not leave. This is
Leave that end. Yeah, leave that end not cut.
Very. I've learned something already.
So what are they making?
Quimbolitos. Quimbolitos are you put all this dough inside the achira leaf, and then you wrap it up and you steam them, and you get these little cakes inside of the leaf. Okay. And then we're gonna make a really nice. He's calling it a red fruit ceviche, and they mix it up with a little bit of wine and a little bit of sugar, and you get a really nice red fruit sauce for the quimbolitos.
So I noticed that if you tell people what they're doing and why they're doing it, they'll probably do a better job.
We're already under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, what the end product is.
Yeah.
One of the surprise stars of the cooking experience was Largo, who was tasked with making the most detailed part of the soup, the avocado flowers.
What's your job here, Largo?
I'm making flowers
Avocado flowers?
out of avocado.
This is something you've never done before.
No, I've never done this before.
Will you ever do it again?
Probably not.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins.
Excellent.
Look at you.
It's perfect.
Largo, you sure you don't want to become a chef?
Positive.
Boy, you guys are just peeling potatoes. That's no fun.
Thanks, Dad.
Listen, I've already told them how great a job they're doing because after Largo got the flowers, I felt like the girls needed some reinforcement, positive reinforcement.
There's nothing better to get a group acquainted than to get them in a kitchen and make a meal. There's no slacking off, and everyone is all smiles.
That all.
We're all adults here.
Look at Kristen. She cooks off. Put that whole bottle in there. It'll cook off.
It's pure magic being with a group of like-hearted individuals. Throughout all the laughing, chopping, mixing, and relentless determination, everyone came together to make a great meal. I feel like we had all transformed ourselves into professional Ecuadorian chefs with a little help.
Good? Is it okay?
Yes.
It's good? Of course, lady. Look at that.
But as we prepared the table and got right to the meal, it was almost absolute silence. I don't know if we used all of our energy joking and preparing the meal, but as we sat down, there was almost a reverent feeling. Either that or we were just starving. And I have to say that the food was incredible. But at the end of the day, we all knew that our time in Quito was the appetizer to what was going to happen the next day. Our flight to the Galapagos Islands for 7 days on a private yacht. Quito was an experience all of its own. We were thrilled that everything was going great and everyone got along so well.
I've never been on a group trip before. This is my first time.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, I hope you want to go on another one after this.
I think I do.
That's a lot of pressure, Leslie. So here's the robe. It has the logo on the front and then worldtowning on the back of it.
Since we've been here, we've been doing a couple things. Number one, we've been hanging out, socializing with friends.
Sure, you guys can relate. I mean, whether you're on a boat or not, there just comes points in your life where everything kind of comes together and you're like, oh, I'll take your picture, but if business comes first, it's not happening. This is for one of our teenagers on the trip. I don't know if she's into this kind of stuff, but it might be fun for all of them to play together. So, do you guys know what it is?
I don't move until the chef tells me to. And
Gotta give you more room here, Margot.
Oh my gosh. This is horrible for my nerves.